At Christmas time, my sister bought me some watercolor stuff. In the watercolor stuff was this paper. And I thought, oh, this will be cool. I can watercolor paper, you know, like paper. Okay. Then I looked at the actual paper, and it is very thin. I don't think it is actually watercolor paper. I think it's just like some vintagey looking paper that she bought. But I don't think will actually work for watercolor. Mainly because it's really thin. And it doesn't feel like watercolor paper. Yeah. And then the edges of it are like, so it's off-white, and then the edges are done. You can see that, right? Yes. Okay. So I took some painter's tape. Well, it's not really painter's tape like for artists. It's like frog tape. Anyway. I put it down. Now I'm going to put a piece of paper down because this is plastic with all the paint all over it. All this is dry. It's just dried up paint, you know. You know. Anyway. I think you guys know. I'm just like there. Okay. So, I still have a bunch of purple paints left from, and they've been sitting for a couple of days. I don't even know if any of them are dried out or not. I have some green. Again, this has been sitting for, I don't know how long. And I got some water. I got some paint brushes. And I just decided, you know what? I'm going to paint it with like no plan, just, you know, random flowers and see how this does. And if I hate it, it's fine because it's all just leftover paints, right? Right. Let's, oh yeah, there's some movement, so the paint isn't bad. Okay, that's always good. I also have this paint, which is leftover from my little lollipop flowers that I did. So, so I've got the green, the green. I can always throw some of this right here in the lid. Because that's how you're supposed to do things. And then just mix it around. There we go. Now I have a different color. A less greeny color. You know, as much as I love these little silicone brushes, I don't know if you can see it, but these are really neat, I thought. But they're all doing this, where you see like the metal tips are wiggling out. So when the glue gets wet, they're disconnecting. So don't soak these things if you have them. They don't do well with that. Soaking is not a good idea. Okay. So I am just going to wet my paintbrush, and I think I'm going to try and just make some flowers. I don't, you know, I think I want to do like I did the shaggy flowers, the shaggy blue flowers. So I think I will just kind of come in and just make some like shaggy flowers. Okay. And then next layer. It's okay because none of this is like groundbreaking. And then we'll make another one over here. We'll do one over here. I'm just randomly using purple. I have no plan. They're just all random purple flowers. And they end up being whatever color they end up being. I am not using a lot of this purple up, which was my plan, but it's okay too, because I've got a lot of purple. And I'm gonna go in and just kind of smuts so it's not so dark here. I feel like this needs to be more shaggy. There we go. I don't like how unshaggy this one is. I feel like it needs to be shaggier. What color would I use? I used that, and then I think I used some of that. Okay, and then probably one right here. Ooh, that's way too much paint. I think I need another little baby one over here. am trying to do a slightly darker on the bottoms, but I don't think that that's actually showing up. So, yeah. We need another one here. And then I don't like this one. It looks a little bit too weird. So I am gonna scrunch over it again. I think part of the problem is it just kind of didn't go wet. And then we'll do some of this. It's fine. Everything is changeable. Ooh. It should be darker on the bottom. And it is not. And I think I have mixed up those purples enough that they're kind of crazy looking now. I think that's everything I want to do. Because I mean, you know, it's kind of is what it is. It's not anything this is just a quickie. That is way too much paint. This is why you use a palette. And I am just not. Because, yeah. And this first one I did, I think, is a little too thin. There we go. And then we'll just... And then we just have this random one right here. Oh, I'm gonna have to put a leaf there. Oh, come on. Now I'm gonna have to go in and kind of make a, I don't know what that's called, but I know Flowers got it. The little cappy thing. And wherever I'm like, I need a leaf there, I put a leaf. It doesn't have to have any rhyme, reason. It does need to be thinner because I'm starting to get thick. Oh, that's too thick. Let's... Okay, kind of feel like I need another leaf here. I don't even know why. There we go. Okay, and then down here, we're gonna, come on. I got some gunk. I do want it to be more wet. There we go. I don't have a rhyme or reason for the grass. I'm just, wherever I feel like I need a grass or a stem or something, I'm throwing something in. Throwing in my initials down here in the same color that I'm doing the grass. Ooh. Do not like that. There we go. That's slightly better. I don't know. Should I do some dots? I don't know. I don't know. I do have this color. Oh, man. It's a bit gold. Well, if I could get it out. That's what she said. Okay. There's some gold. Nice iridescent gold. And I am going to instead of go dark, I'm just going to put some little gold dots in the middle. Of all of these flowers. Not all the flowers, because I'm not putting them in that. And just kind of dabbing it in the middle, pretending that's where the pollen is. That's where my little bees are going to go to make honey. You know what? I might actually I am going to do a few dots. They're just accents there. I need a fifth one. I did an even number, and there we go. And this one, I don't know if it had one there or not, but it just doesn't look the same. Okay, I'm calling it good. How long was that? Oh my God. Too long to make this little thing. So I will peel the paper. Hopefully it doesn't, oh, it does. It does. Do you see that? It does. See, this is why I can't use it for watercolor, because it just messed up all the paper. Oh yeah, look at that. And that wasn't even very long. Oh, that's not nice. I don't like that. Do you see what it did? Do you see that? Can you, let me, I'm like, oh no. Like, I can't tell if you guys can see it or not. Oh yeah, you can see where it kind of like pulled the color out. So now, ooh, I'm kind of forced. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. But I felt the... Oh, look at that. That is awful. That's okay, because it's consistently awful, right? Oh, my goodness. Any place I see that it's just not white enough, you know. Excellent. I'm going to go in here and just pull some of this color out. Oh, I think I actually got some paint there, so I can yank that out too. Because that's how I've decided to deal with this issue. Is this the proper way to deal with this issue? No. Is anything I do the proper way to deal with anything? Probably not. But what are you going to do? Okay. That at least is like consistently whitified, kind of, I think. And we can all agree that this paper probably shouldn't be used for watercolor now, because we all saw what happened when I pulled the tape up. But it does look, you know, aged now and old and ripped. So I'm just going to let this dry. I have no plan for it. And yeah. You know what I might do? I might mix up all of these purple colors. And actually, that's a good idea. Where is my book? My book. My book. Ah. I swear. Okay. So I've got this, which is actually watercolor. See? And it is sized 9 by 12. And we said that this was size 7 by 10. So 9 by 12, bigger than 7 by 10, right? Right. So, see, this is how I do things. So what I'm thinking is I might go through and mix all of those purples together and paint this. And then I have a mat to put this on. Does that make sense? Also, down here, I'm going to scratch a little because I got some green paint. But that's okay. It blends in with everything else. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mix all this paint together. I'm going to swish it around the bottom. And now I have a plan. So I'm not going to make you guys watch that because that would be rather boring. And again, because I don't want my paper to be really bad, I will come in and do this and just kind of tape off a square in the middle and only do the edge. And I'm hoping that if I only do the edge, that will help with it not warping as much. Because, you know, watercolor paper. Okay. So, that's the plan. This wasn't, see? And then I will kind of line it up. There we go. I'll have something. So I'm gonna dump all of this paint into this and just mix it on up, make a purple, and that will be my thumbnail. You will get to see it in the thumbnail finished. Okay, bye-byes. Bye-byes.